Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Lies official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Channel receives a call from Talia late at night, reconfirming their rendezvous. Talia has been anticipating it all day and says she'll meet her at the bakery. Perfect, Channel says, but her smile fades as she hangs up the phone. Wendy returns home to see Lai preparing dinner. He slaps her hand away from grabbing food from Melinda. He requires Wendy's absence for the evening. Lee grins when she asks if he can trust the DA dating Melinda is precisely what he requires. Wendy encounters Chanel on the square. They catch up on the reopening of Sweet Bits and Wendy's relationship with Trip. Chanel is overjoyed for them. Wendy is as well, but she feels awful for Johnny. Chanel, she reasoned, could take up the pieces. Chanel claims Johnny has simply been a nice friend to her, but Wendy claims he has unresolved feelings for her. Chanel believes they squandered their opportunity. She also has plans with Talia tonight, and Johnny has yet to say anything to her. Perhaps it is wiser to move forward rather than back. Johnny enters the Demura residence after returning from the pool. When he brings up Victor's death, a depressed Nicole says that she will miss the old man. He wasn't her least favorite ex-husband after all. Johnny figures his father wasn't either, given that they're remarried. He inquires if they have set a date. Nicole says no, but EJ went to acquire the paperwork for their marriage license. When Nicole proposes eloping to Italy, Johnny mockingly accuses her of stealing the idea from him. The day he married Chanel in Rome was the finest day of his life. Nicole believes he was deeply in love with her. Johnny acknowledges that he does. Talia, on the other hand, beat him to the punch. Nicole is perplexed as to how Chanel could ever trust her again. Johnny is confused as well, but he must move on. Nicole encourages him not to give up so quickly. Melinda tells EJ outside the pub that if the baby is the sole reason he wants to marry Nicole, he should rethink. EJ confesses his undying love for her. EJ advises Melinda to spit out whatever it is she so clearly needs to say if she continues to make cryptic comments. Before Melinda can finish her sentence, Lai calls to invite her to supper. She accepts and abandons a frustrated EJ. Eric, temporarily played by Jason Gerhardt, arrives at Sloan's house and asks what she needs to tell him. She admits to holding a secret and hopes he will understand. "I should have told you so much sooner," she says before collapsing in agony. He drives her to the hospital. Talia runs into Kayla at the hospital after a session with Marlena. When Talia mentions that she's working hard to make amends, she regrets that none of it is paying the bills. Kayla offers she work as a doctor there. Although it is not her sole decision, she will advocate for her. Talia thanks her and swears to work her $1 off. Talia performs a joyful dance as Eric walks Sloan off the elevator after Kayla has departed. Sloan crumbles. Talia rushes over to start compressions. Kayla reappears when Talia feels Sloan's pulse. Kayla takes over. EJ returns to the mansion as Nicole experiences her first baby kick. EJ is devoid of emotion. Nicole claims it could have all been in her head. He informs her that City Hall is closed and that he will have to return for the marriage license form. He then tells her about his experience with Melinda, who suggested they not marry. They dismiss it, and Nicole feels the baby kick again. EJ feels it as well, and they revel in their joy. Melinda tells herself outside Lee's apartment door that she doesn't need Sloan. She'll gather the information on Lai herself. Inside, Lai is plotting to persuade Melinda not to charge him. They admire each other when he allows her in before sitting down to dinner. As they talk about how they've let work take over their lives, Melinda thinks she should focus more on the important things in life, like love. He thinks this supper is a fantastic start, but she says it's too soon to call it love. He kisses her after they engage in provocative banter. When he suggests going to the bedroom, she rips open his shirt. They grab the wine before fleeing. Wendy knows it's time to depart when Johnny spots Wendy and Chanel in the square. Johnny tells Chanel that he overheard her making plans with Talia. She inquires as to why he came by in the first place. he claims to have been thinking a lot about. Talia rushes up, ecstatic with her day. Channel returns her attention to Johnny, who encourages them to proceed on their date. Sloan has an ultrasound at the hospital with Eric by her side. Kayla reports that she can't find a heartbeat. The baby didn't make it. Sloan sobs into Eric's chest as he hugs her. According to Days of Our Lives spoilers, Sloan Peterson, Jessica Surfety, will be transported to the hospital after feeling severe cramps. Fans are well aware that Sloan staged this pregnancy in order to deprive Eric Brady, temporarily Jason Gohart, of his kid with Nicole Walker, Ariane Zucker. Will Sloan's baby be lost despite her meticulous planning? Spoilers for Days of Our Lives. Eric Brady Nicole Walker's child would be his Days of Our Lives according to spoilers. Eric told Nicole that he wanted that baby to be his. Nicole admitted that she wanted the same thing. However, thanks to Sloan, the child was considered to be A.G. Demers, Dan Fuerigal, after receiving the tampered-with findings. Sloan volunteered to assist Nicole by obtaining a cheek swab from Eric, but instead used her own DNA. Sloan Peterson, Jessica Surfety, on Days of Our Lives. Nicole and Eric decided that the DNA test provided the necessary answer, so they stayed with their respective partners and moved on with their lives. Nicole's kid, unbeknownst to either of them, belongs to Eric and could be the sign they need to recognize they belong together. Sloan is to blame for the delay in revealing the facts. DOL spoilers. Nicole Walker is about to discover the truth. Nicole will finally discover the truth about her child. According to spoilers, Nicole's doctor will explain the truth about the DNA results. Sloan, of course, already knows Eric is the baby's father and manipulated with the genetic data to conceal it. Nicole, on the other hand, is aware that Sloan has her results and may face Sloan. Nicole's specialist will have a copy of the initial genetic testing findings, which will show that the baby is not connected to EJ in any way. Sloan obviously tampered with them before providing the results to Nicole. Of course, the nurse who delivered the results to Sloan could attest to her claiming to be Nicole and requesting the results. Sloan Peterson started to confess. Days of Our Lives spoilers. Sloan will begin to confess what she has done to Eric. Unfortunately, they will be interrupted before Sloan can tell the truth. Sloan will eventually wind up in the hospital and may lose her baby. Sloan hasn't contacted Nicole, but that doesn't mean she won't try to blame Nicole for her loss. Sloan and Nicole had communicated a few times and battled about Eric. Chandler Sloan will concoct an argument. Sloan might just say that the tension is getting to her. Of course, Nicole could have learned something and confronted Sloan by then. However, Nicole's tension is most likely caused by her need to keep her lies hidden. Make sure to stay up to date on everything going on with DOL right now. Return frequently for Days of Our Lives spoilers, news and updates. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.